This is the start list for the women's version of the T11 to T13 long jump competitions. In the under-18 age group, Margherita Paciolla of Italy, Alba Garcia Falagan of Spain, Isabel Vera Balcazar of Spain, Maria de los Angeles Garcia Melero, also of Spain. And then in the under-20s age group, Larissa Brown of Canada, Gabriela Ferreira of Brazil, and Meritxell Playa Faus of Spain. So we'll meet the athletes going in that long jump competition very shortly. Another result to bring you in the men's under-20s. Vegard Dragsen Nielsen of Norway claiming gold for that 6 meters and 8. 686 points for him. Silver for Jordi Sanchez of Spain. Bronze for Kostadin Dimitrov of Bulgaria. So the athletes just going through their warm-up routines ahead of this women's long jump competition. So it is multi-classification between T11 to T13, and in this instance the two T13 athletes will go first. They use the regular takeoff board, shall we say, the one that that able-bodied long jumpers use. And then in the T11 and T12 classifications, the takeoff area is larger to take into account the level of visual impairment of the athletes. And as long as they take off from within the takeoff area, it's a legal jump. And then the jump is measured from the takeoff point. But although the two T13 athletes will go first in the competition, and separately, they're all competing for distances to amass as many points as possible, as ever in the multi-classification system. Still plenty of spectators here in the Sunday evening sunshine. There's a nice cool breeze rippling around the sport arena Nottwil. But it is still a very pleasant afternoon. I used to say the sky is clearing all the time after the downpour that we had in this morning's session that made track conditions pretty difficult, and in the field as well, of course. Another result to confirm for you in the under-18 T42 to 47 1500 meters men's race. Gold in that one, as we saw a few moments ago, for Mauricio Esteban Orrego Campos of Chile. 4:21.43 was the official time. 505 points. Just about half a second ahead of Luke Nottwil of Great Britain. So gold there for Mauricio Orrego. Just lining up the two T13 athletes that will go first in this long jump competition.
Athletes presentation, long jump, class F13. Two athletes.
And here they are. Wearing 82, competing for Italy, Margherita Paciolla. 2 bronze medals on the track here already in Nottwil in the 100 and the 200.
Margherita Paciolla. And with the starting number 118.
And also competing in the T13 classification, Maria de Los Angeles Garcia Mayero. She was the gold medalist in the 100 meters and got silver in the 200. So expect to see her flying down the runway. Then the question is, how does she convert that into distance into the sandpit? So the T13 athletes use the regular takeoff board. That's why they're grouped together and going first before the T11 and T12 athletes. See as this competition progresses how the long jump works for T11 and T12 athletes. But we'll start with Margherita Paciolla of Italy. It's a white flag, which is always a solid start. As I say, 2 bronzes in the sprint event, so she's pretty quick. Making sure that she flung herself forward on contact with the sand. Paciolla opens with 3 meters 92. So that's a reference point for Garcia of Spain to work with. Very deliberate in placing her marker there for the start of her approach for round 1 in this women's long jump T11 to T13. There we see how quick she is down the runway. Sprung forward as soon as she landed. It is quite breezy down there, which can make things a little bit difficult. But accelerates away and then gets into the upright motion. There you see just how much momentum she had after she landed. She measured at 393, so would you believe it? Just 1 centimetre further than Margherita Paciolla after round 1. Can Paciolla surpass the 4 metre mark? There's gold, silver and bronze up for grabs in this, with 4 athletes in the under 18 age category, 2 F12 athletes to come. was very good on the board from Margherita Paciolla. And as such, it's an improvement in round 2. 4 meters 15. So Garcia went 1 centimetre better than Paciolla in round 1. Just waiting for a moment until Paciolla returns from speaking to her coaching staff over behind the barriers there, behind the track, before we can start with Garcia's second round effort. Paciolla out past 4 meters then. What kind of response can Garcia produce? There's your answer. And she's got an answer for everything Paciola's producing in the early stages of this competition. 4 meters 31. Garcia doing the same as Paciolla and just nipping over to the side to speak to her coach. So far it's been anything you can do, I can do better. What's Paciolla got in round 3? She's just misjudged that. It's been red flagged anyway. Ended up with quite an awkward landing as well. Let's just have a look at it once again. She was over the board anyway. And whether she maybe felt that and tried to just pull out of it in midair. In any case, it wasn't particularly graceful, let's say, to be fair to Paciolla that time. So in rounds 1 and 2, Garcia has bettered the performance of her opponent. No jump in round 3 for Paciolla. Can Garcia continue to improve? 4:31 is the target. You see again the pace on the runway. Not bad on the board, but perhaps not as much power as she produced in her previous 2 jumps. 4:09 it is, so it's pretty much in the middle of them. She still leads in this battle between the 2 T13 classified athletes. Remember the T12 athletes, both in this under 18 age group and also in the under 20s age group to come. So Paciolla dusting herself down, no jump in round 3. Best so far of 4:15. The target set by Garcia of Spain, 4:31. Can Paciolla rectify that third round jump? It's white flagged, so she got the approach right.
Margherita Paciolla, Italia, fourth.
She was pretty interested to find out what that was. It looked pretty clean. Very good on the board as well.
3 meters and 92.
It's an exact replica of her first round jump, 3:92. So no improvement on her current best, which stands at 4 meters 15. Result to confirm for you in the men's 1500 meters T42 to 47 under 20s race. Christian Stoyanov of Bulgaria, 4:05.14, 796 points, gold medal in this. Round 4 then for Garcia in the long jump. Again, her momentum carries her tumbling through.
Ongeluktige vierte versuch für Maria de los Angeles Garcia Melero.
Looked like it may well have been red flag. Let's have another look. Ooh, it's close. So Paciolla, 3:92, 4:15, no jump in round 3, 3:92 again in round 4. 4:31 is the target. It's not beyond the realms of her ability. See again, all of the athletes in this long jump very quick. That's why most of them transfer their abilities over onto the track as well. Short of the board there, Paciolla. And perhaps didn't quite jump with quite the correct trajectory. So 3:40 it is. It's a penultimate effort for Maria Garcia of Spain. 4:31 in round 2 remains her best so far. Can she pull it all together to get out towards 4.5 meters?
Final result in javelin throwing for Moitaba Cavani, Iran, 31 meters 94. Der Beste der 6 Würfe des Iraners wurde mit 31 Meter 94 gemessen.
Short of the 4 meter mark this time for Garcia at 3:91. So both athletes have got one jump remaining. One jump to try and find an extra few centimeters. 4:15 is the best for Paciolla. Remember, although the distances between Paciolla and Garcia are comparable because they're in the same classification of T13, there are still 2 T12 athletes in this women's long jump still to compete. And therefore, 2 slightly different point score system formulas to work out where the medals go. Here we go then, final effort for Margherita Paciolla. 4:15 is her best, 4:31 is the target to try and get past from her opponent Garcia. What has she managed to come up with in the final round? She's certainly intrigued to find out. It was pretty difficult in many long jump competitions. You normally get a good 5, maybe even 10 minutes rest between jumps. Here with just 2 athletes going, it's fairly unforgiving. It's another one right up towards 4 meters for Paciolla, 3:96. So she did get over 4 meters once, 4:15. All she can do now is wait to find out whether that's good enough for a medal. Garcia will get a medal. It all depends on what colour that is, because she's already beaten Paciolla in the same classification. 4:31 is her best. Can she improve? It's red flag though in the final round for Maria Garcia of Spain. So 4:31 is the best that she's managed. She also managed that in round 2. So Paciolla faces an anxious wait to see how Alba Garcia Falagan and Isabel Vera Balcazar of Spain get on.